morning, Eagles. I'm Lily, and today is October 27th of 2023. For today's show, we have a featured story on voting rights, a commercial on registering to vote, and an interview with one of our student council representatives. So get ready because ENN starts now. According to the United States Census, more than half of the nation voted in the 2022 presidential election. Now, let's go to Maddie to learn more about our voting rights.
The year is 1789, and if you're a white male, then you are part of the only people that have a right to vote. But now, things have drastically changed, and you can vote as long as you're over the age of 18.
I'm Coach Robichaud. In terms of why it's important to vote, I feel like everyone should vote because it's a right that we have that everyone should be using.
By the year 1870, any man, no matter the race, can vote. Fast forward another 50 years, now women can vote in 1920.
Let your voice be heard within our government. It's how we're able to use our voice in our government, and everyone should use that voice whenever you turn 18 and have the ability to do so. I think it's very important.
The right to vote is also known as suffrage or enfranchisement, which means that Americans have the right to be heard in politics and democracy.
Voting is important. It is so important that people have been willing to kill for it. They have been willing to change laws to stop people from voting.
Citizens will vote for a leader with similar ideas and interests to represent them in federal elections.
So clearly that's the voice that people have. So it's very important.
The first ever presidential election was in the year 1789, and our next presidential election is in November of 2024, where some of you Eagles can vote at your local polling station.
Voting has such an impact on a society because it's the voice of the people. If you don't vote, you have no voice.
As a U.S. citizen, it is part of our natural right to vote. This civil issue allows the people of America to create a change in their political democracy.
Thanks, Maddie. Now, on the topic of voting, let's go to Nick for a commercial.
Voting is one of the most important part of being an American. You help decide what direction the country will go in. Your opinion matters and will count. Your vote will make changes. Vote for what you believe in and make a change. So, please vote.
Now, let's take a quick break for our announcements. GJ Reeds meets every other Tuesday in room 3218. Tonight is our last home football game, so make sure to support me and our Eagles. Today is the last day to purchase boot grams, so make sure to go buy one outside of room 3217. Today in history, the city of Philadelphia was founded, the birthplace of our nation. Now, let's go to our senior class representative.
Nalani Davila is the Executive Board President of Student Council, which is George Jenkins High School student government. Let's get an interview with her now.
As Executive Board President, I follow through with ideas from students. I work closely with admin and Ms. Benton. I also run the Jenkins.Spirit page on Instagram where I announce spirit ideas, announcements, sports schedules, and I make sure every class president follows through with their events. The purpose of Student Council is to be more involved in community service hours and service around school. We will be in 5th period for her leadership class, and we would go down to the cafeteria in her closet where she keeps all her decorations, and we were bringing up back to the class, decorate beforehand. We'll do a campus cleanup. Spirit ideas, we usually just text in a group chat, and we just make a poll on the Instagram and see if people would like it and people would do it. We also get a lot of inspiration by TikTok or Instagram Reels, and also Pinterest. People can join Student Council by seeing a QR code around school at the end of the year or the beginning of the year, and officer positions can be found by a QR code also at the end of the year.
Thanks to Nalani for that interview. I'm Max reporting for ENN.
Well, I know you are all sad to hear it, but that will conclude today's show. I'm Lily, signing off of ENN.